What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for coming by for another video. We got some yard work going on in the house across the street, a house over here, so background noise, but hey, it's a good sound to hear. It's fall. Well, it's kind of getting into fall. Anyways, before we start the video and talk about what we want to get into today, I want to mention this this hat that I got, which is a Milorganite hat. I will link the description to the video you need to watch below in the description, but this Milorganite hat was free. I did not pay a penny for it. If you watch Alan Haynes' video, there's one that he links a link in the description of that video. You go on it, basically you give a testimonial, say, hey, here's my story, upload a picture of yourself, just tell them some things, submit, boom, this came in the mail. It took them about a week. And yeah, free Milorganite hat. Can't complain, man. So I'm rocking the Milorganite. I was just sitting here thinking I need a new hat. And sorry, Pete, but I was going to go buy a GCI video or a GCI turf hat, and Milorganite hat came, so I'm sticking with that. So yeah, link down below. Check it out. Get your free hat. All right, so we've moved to the back porch, and also I've only got 15 seconds until I have to go move the sprinkler, so yeah, I don't even know why we hit record. So edit, and we'll be right back. All right, so now we need to set the timer for another 10 minutes. Now I'm on the clock till we gotta move the sprinkler again. So as you know, we planted, we threw down hard this past Saturday, so now we're in the watering phase, which is why I'm soaking wet, because sprinklers don't want to cooperate. Had one sprinkler break and got a new one coming on the way, which hopefully will help make it actually go faster and I can narrow the gaps. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Again, go get you some Milorganite gear. They also have t-shirts. I failed to mention that. You can pick from the hat, t-shirts, men and women, and also a rain gauge. So be sure, check the description, click on that. It's free, man. So go down there and do it. Milorganite's giving out free stuff, so do it. Didn't pay a penny. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is so much. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you to Howard. Special shout out to Howard, who had emailed me. I don't know where he even found the email that I've listed, but maybe it's on the Facebook page. So at Mr. Ferguson Lawn, you guys can find me on Facebook and on Twitter if you do want to ask questions, get up with me, ask me anything. And then here on, obviously on YouTube. What I wanted to actually talk about was just that, is I've created these Facebook pages and Twitter pages, and in my teleworking environment that I've been in the past several months, every day I go and pray and read first thing in the morning and just thank God for everything that He's done for me. We've had challenges in 2020, like a lot of people, like our country, and one of the things that I've begun to pray about is actually YouTube, and do I need to continue even doing this, because I don't want anything coming between me and Him. And so anyways, this is one of the topics that I'm bringing before the Lord and saying, God, is this something that I need to pursue? If so, bless it, Lord. And if not, is it something that eventually will grow and get between me and you? Because I don't want anything between me and you. But my desire is to help people. But just like Pete, he just had, it was almost like an answer to prayer. Pete's last video, and I don't know when this is going to come out, so I don't know how to reference it. I'll try to link that in the description below. It'll just say Pete's video here. Pete went out, did $900 worth of work, and then told a lady there, I think in Greensboro, hey, I just want to tell you, Jesus loves you. This is on me today. That's exactly what I want this channel to be about. And that's why I love Pete, and that's why I always talk about GCI, turf, and support him. And I get all my products through Pete because he loves Jesus. And not only does he love Jesus, he don't just say, God bless you, you know, I'm praying for you. No, he's showing that he's acting and he's putting his faith into action, which is what Jesus tells us to do. Faith without works is what? Dead. And so Pete is putting his faith into action, and he's a doer of the word. And he's a great role model, and he knows way more about lawn care stuff than me. I just enjoy getting out here, planting seed, working hard, and watching things grow, watching the fruit of our labor develop. So anyways, guys, I pray that you would share, you would like, and all that good stuff. I hate talking about it. I don't like boasting me, because it's not about me. But if lawn care, you know, this whole thing got started because I was looking for answers about Poa and I couldn't find it anywhere. Nobody was giving me a clear-cut answer. everywhere that I would turn to, and it was people in Seattle, it was people in Montana, there was nobody close. And then I found Pete, and I was like, okay. And there was no clear-cut message, but basically that's how this channel got started. If you go back to my videos, it started with Poa versus tenacity. When I got tenacity and I heard that's the key, well, we found out that it suppresses Poa, but it doesn't really handle it. So anyways, coming full circle back, be in prayer. If you brothers, sisters out there that are Christians, be in prayer about this channel. If I quit making videos one day, you know the Lord has spoken to me and said, hey, this YouTube thing is not your thing. This is not your personality. It's not something I want you to do, Stephen. Then I'm going to put it to the side, because nothing will come between me and the Father, especially in these days and these hours that we're living in. I want it to be all about Jesus. But if he is saying, yes, this is a ministry I want you to pursue, continue to do the lawn things, continue to speak about me and my blessings, then Lord, bless it. Lord, bless this ministry and help me to do a better job at it so that you guys enjoy it. So I hope that makes sense. I don't want to talk about channel stuff all the time. I like being out in the lawn, showing you guys what I'm doing here. So we're watering right now and germinating, but I do want to talk about 2019. All right, a little bit of change of scenery. I can sit down. I need to have a drink of water or something, but I want to talk about 2019. 2019, if you're new to this channel, if this is the first video you've ever watched, I am not a lawn care professional. I'm a DIYer like many people that watch and subscribe. And basically last year was my attempt. I had this idea one day in February, March of 2019. I said, I want a nice yard for once. I always have weeds in my yard. Can I do it? Like, I don't know how to do it. My dad grew grass when I was a kid. We had 6 acres of land. He was always had the sprinklers going overnight. Like, can I do it? Do I have the ability to make a nice yard? And so that sent me off onto a YouTube search, a journey about all the products and all the information, soil temperatures, LCN, Lawn Care Nut, Pete from GCI, Lawncology, all these different people that I listen to. And last year in the fall, we planted GCI turf seed. I had a new lawn, and it's been a year now since I planted seed and had a good, decent looking lawn. And the video speaks for itself. February through May, really, last year, my lawn was superb. People were coming by saying, man, I need to talk to you about it. And this is the first year I ever done it, guys. So I give God the glory that he helped me. This whole backyard that I'm looking at while I'm filming this was bare dirt, and God blessed it. So number one, prayer is one of my secrets. For those that are non-Christians and non-believers, Jesus can help you with your lawn, trust me. He cares about the big things, and he cares about the little things, even when you're trying to put forth work to make your lawn look great. 3 key things. Number one, fungicide. Fungicide is key. A fungus popped up in my yard in the beginning of spring, February, March. I noticed we're starting to get some fungus in the yard, and then in the summer as well, different types of fungus. The first one was like a rust type, and the second one was more of the, I think it's called the brown, not the brown patch, but the dollar spot on the actual blades of the fescue. So fungicide. I've learned that I need to pay real close attention in the transitional seasons with this season coming up, 20 to 2021, about fungicide and applying fungicide and fungus, paying attention to that. That was something that really caught me off guard. I was like, well, I'll plant the seed, I'll do the fertilizer, but I don't need to do the fungicide. I don't have the money for that. That's not a big deal. Well, it wiped out a lot of grass, and overgrowth had a lot to do with that because I put down way too much seed last year. But I did learn that fungicide is real, and if you got fescue grass, more than likely you're going to see fungus coming to the lawn. So fungus was a big deal. The second one was just basic watering, especially during the June, July, and August months. My grass thinned way out. I kind of even gave up after July. I didn't even really come out and water anymore. It had thinned out. The combination of summertime fungus and heat just thinned out my yard so much. I was like, well, I'm just going to hold off until September and plant. And that's what we did. So I've learned that while that watering in the hot months is crucial, and again, it goes back to how much water and how much money do you want to put in your yard. If you're cool with it thinning out in the summer months and waiting for summer summer or waiting for fall to get ready and plant and redo it again, then that's what I did this year. If you're wanting to maintain it, make it look immaculate through the summer, they have summertime fertilizers and all this, but that's just something I'm not going to really go through unless I do like a test and experiment for the channel here that we try out summertime fertilizers. The other thing I learned is Poa. I planted in September and I was on the lookout about Poa. The backyard here, as you guys will remember and you can see in the previous videos, 85% of this backyard was Poa Annua prior to last September. When we planted last fall, that turned into about 20% Poa, because I did have spots pop up, but it was the majority of it was turf type tall fescue, but we did have Poa Annua pop up. However, just planting grass in itself lowered the amount of Poa Annua that we saw in the yard. So when did I see it? Well, last year I saw it really in the beginning of February is when I saw it in my yard. It may be different where you're at and your conditions and your temperatures. So what my plan is this year for 2020-2021 lawn is to apply prodiamine sooner to try to prevent when I saw it pop up. Now, as we know, Poa Annua is what? It's a cool season weed, and turf type tall fescue is a cool season grass. That is very difficult to control, right? Most of us know that. If you don't, that's the difficult part about Poa Annua. That's why it's very difficult to get out of your lawn. You're pretty much always going to battle Poa Annua. So the decision typically, time to move sprinkler, be back. All right, sprinkler moved, man. Yes, I did forget where I was. Oh, I remember, just came back. Poa Annua, typically the rule of thumb is at this time of year, we're choosing whether we're gonna overseed or whether we're gonna put down pre-emergent to stop Poa Annua. As I was just writing up in an email to a subscriber, we're going to let this seed germinate just as long as I can. The end of November, December timeframe is what I'm gonna try this year, and take you guys along with videos on this journey. But at around the beginning of after Thanksgiving and in between Thanksgiving and December, it's still relatively mild normally here in North Carolina. That is when I'm gonna apply my first application of fall, winter, really it's gonna be a winter prodiamine application. Now remember, right now, soil temperatures are coming down in September, so that Poa Annua is germinating in the soil as we speak. So I'm literally giving time for the seed to germinate, but I'm also giving time for Poa Annua to germinate, thus the problem. So even if I do apply prodiamine in November, December timeframe, though I saw it last year in February, that prodiamine may be coming too late and we still may see a lot of Poa. That's why I have this channel. That's why we're gonna do something different this year, and I'm gonna take you guys along that care about Poa Annua and are battling Poa Annua in your lawn just like me. And if you got fescue, most of us are. So if you don't wanna try this, I'll do it. I'll show you the results. I'll show you what I'm looking at. We'll walk through the lawn, do lawn updates, and we'll take it along on a journey. So that's the plan for this year. So anyways, guys, that is pretty much my 2019 review. We talked about watering. Watering is key. Fungus is definitely a real threat, and you need to buy the products, propiconazole, the other A1 that I can't think of, it's in the Scott Disease X, and also Poa Annua. Those are the three main things that I noticed and dealt with the most last year. But all in all, my 2019 planting season into 2020 of this year was an absolute success. That's why we're planting again. That's why I bought GCI Cool Blue seed. I'm gonna try Kentucky Bluegrass here. I don't think it'll last very long. I think the heat will absolutely kill it off. I don't think we have the elevation or the temperatures here in central North Carolina to sustain Kentucky Bluegrass, but hey, what the heck. Anxious to see what Kentucky Bluegrass looks like, anxious to see what happens with the prodiamine and the Poa this year, and then also anxious to prevent fungus this year instead of reacting to fungus in the lawn. So that's something else I'm going to be doing on the channel and walking you through as well. As you see, germination, not yet. If you see behind me, I'm going to try to focus it there. This is what we're working with. It's about almost 4:30 in the day. So this is normally where I saw germination first with GCIC last year. Nothing yet, but I expect by tomorrow or Friday to start seeing germination. Now we got the remnants of Hurricane Sally coming up from Alabama right into North Carolina. We're supposed to get 3 to 5 inches of rain. I'm very nervous about this seed. washing away. Another reason why we pray, Lord, please help us. Lord, help this not wash away. Help the water to help us and help the lawn. So the yard is looking good. It's still looking tore up from the aerator and just freshly watered here recently. So thank you so much for coming by. If you're new to the channel, you're not subscribed, again, I am not a professional. I am not someone that will tell you exactly what you need to do. I am a DIYer like most of you guys, and I just do things and we blog about it, we talk about it. I show you what I do and that's wrong, and you may want to make better choices in your lawn. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Remember, down and below, we should have the link to the Milorganite free hat. Again, if you want to see what that looks like, we got our free Milorganite hat. God bless you. We'll see you guys next time.